Herbert Undead, Episode 1, The Road to Dunsley. My vision blurry. My eyes struggle to adjust as light filters into what appears to be a wooden cavity. A sudden jerk and startled movement rattle me awake. I can hear the horses pushing air through their nostrils, along with the patterned rhythm of their hooves as they take steps. I looked over, saw the driver, a woman, youthful, pretty, with subtle features and sandy blonde hair. She must have noticed that I was awake from the corner of her eye. "Nasty head injury you got there," she said as she kept most of her attention on the road ahead of her. The wagon jerked again, shifting my body like a rag doll. Each bump in the road, a small dose of hell. The pain in my head, worse than any hangover, amplified by 200 times. The pressure and pain was immense. "What happened? Who are you?" I croaked out, with a voice that sounded like I had gravel in my throat. "Well," she explained, "I was traveling west towards Dunsley and saw something laying on the side of the road. You were covered in mud and there was blood all over your shirt. You're lucky I found you there. If it was anyone else, you may have not survived." I felt the side of my head. The red, thick, sticky substance was still oozing from underneath the bandages. Those bandages will have to do for now. My surgical supplies are low. I wasn't able to stitch the wound properly. "Surgical?" I slug out the words in slurry confusion. "Yes." She snapped the guiding ropes in her hand, correcting the horses on the road. She explained, "You had a 6-inch circular saw lodged in the right side of your skull. Come to think about it, the fact that you are still alive is rather miraculous." She paused briefly in her exclamation and looked over at me with curiosity. She asked, "How did you get the saw blade lodged in the side of your skull?" The question was just as much a mystery to me as it was to her. I can't remember. I can't remember anything." Her expression of curiosity now one of concern. "You don't remember how you got to the side of the road?" It seemed like all I could conjure up was a blank stare. "I have no clue." She speculates, "If you are having trouble with memory, it could be related to the head injury. Sometimes patients with severe head trauma have problems with memory loss. Yours is pretty serious. But again, it's not always the case. I've also seen patients with amnesia regain their memory over time. This could just be temporary." "You said that you were heading to Dunsley," I asked her as she reverts her gaze back to the road, navigating around oncoming travelers heading in the direction we came from. She replied, "I have a patient in Dunsley that I have to see. I travel between some of the local villages, often seeing people too sick to make the journey to larger towns. My name is Ramona. I am a traveling nurse." Ramona. Softly I say it out loud as if I was trying to remember the name. "And your name, stranger?" The answer was slow to come to me, but after hearing the question, it flashed up in the back of my head. "Herbert." "Well, nice to meet you, Herbert." "Mutual. The feeling is mutual," I reply. "If it is not at all an inconvenience, I would like to travel with you to Dunsley. Maybe there is something that can help me find out more about what happened. It seems like a good lead to follow, if you don't mind the company." She, again, gave a slight glance from the side of her eye. Since we are already on the road to Dunsley, we might as well make the rest of the journey there.